You know your computer that you use every single day for everything in your job, you turn it on after the weekend and like it's all black with like numbers and things and you don't know what's happening? It's me, Monte. Happy Monday. I'm gonna do the whole like unplug it and plug it back in kind of thing, you know, turn it on and turn it off and let's see if it works kind of thing. But it's Monday. It is February 6th, and welcome to school. While I wait for my computer to do something, hi, how is everybody? How was everybody's weekend? Let me introduce myself. My name is Monte. I am a first grade teacher. I work in wonderful Southern California, and I've been teaching for 20 years. You heard that right. I've been teaching for 20 years. This is my second year in first grade. Last year I changed to first grade after those years that were kind of weird. I decided I need to change something new, and I just came to first grade. I taught second grade for the past 10 years, and then I changed here, and I decided to start a vlog. So thank you for coming back and watching, and if you are not subscribed, press that subscribe button. That feels totally weird to ask people to subscribe, but thank you. My computer started. What are we doing today? Today is Monday, so Mystery Science Monday. What does that mean? We are going to finish our Mystery Science that we started on Friday. We didn't finish because Friday was a minimum day, so we started it. So we're going to finish. The kids are going to use traits to match the missing baby chicks with their adult parents. So this is going to talk about how animals pass on traits to their offspring. That's our science. After science, we'll get into math. We are doing Eureka Engage New York Zern lesson 12, which this is topic C, and it's only one lesson. So, okay. We are going to be adding and subtracting tens within 40. So adding and subtracting tens. That's a standard. We've already covered it in My Math because before vacation we were doing My Math, and then they asked us kind of sort of maybe to switch to Engage New York Eureka Math Zern. So we're going to do that. Again, we've done it already, so it might ring some bells for some of my friends. And then after that, we are going to do our phonemic awareness. We are going to do our poem of 6 cute ladybugs, and then we are going to read Strictly No Elephants. We're going to listen to Strictly No Elephants. It won't let me open the file. It opens like a little preview screen, and then it says it can't open it. So I'm going to have to print all that at home, and hopefully my computer lasts the rest of the day. I'm going to send a message to the computer guy, say, hey, this is what my computer looked like this morning. So that way maybe he'll come in sometime during the day and help me out if I need it. So we're going to do that. That's going to be this morning. Today's Mystery Science Monday, like I said. Tomorrow will be Take a Test Tuesday. They go to library on Wednesday, so they're going to take a test on their library books and then get new ones. Wednesday is just they come in and listen to a song for Wednesday. And then Thursday, I think it's going to be Take a Test Thursday also, so we'll find AR books for them to read. And then Friday is music. So my mornings are going to be pushed back a little bit because they're going to have little activities to do in the morning. Mystery Science today, I have my copies for math, and I'll have to do my copies for Strictly No Elephants at home, but I think I'm good. I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to go ahead and look at my lesson because it's pages. And then I'm going to see if there's anything I need to do. I'm redoing last week because it was kind of a weird week, me being out, it being minimum days. So I'm redoing last week. So what does that mean? It means I have all my copies since I really didn't use any copies last week. So I'm good there. I'm going to look at my lessons. I'm going to erase my lesson from Friday, and I'm going to start my Monday. It's lunch, and I always seem to run out of time. We went over math, and we finished our science. That's all we've done. So we've been in school for roughly 2 hours. We do an hour, then I have recess an hour, and then I have lunch, and then I have my big block after lunch. So far in the 2 hours we've been to school, we've done math and we've done science, and that's it. And that's okay because I do so much during a day. When we come back, we'll go ahead and get with our rest of our program. So I'm back to Unit 3, Week 3. So that's what I'm doing. So we're going to go over our soft G and our soft C sounds. I was trying to explain, I was talking to my husband, telling him something about phonics, and he looked at me like I was crazy because I was talking about a soft G and a soft C, and he teaches high school. So he was like, what is that? So my lingo is not his lingo. But we're going to go over that. We're going to go over our phonemic awareness. I asked my bosses if I can get Heggerty, which is a phonemic awareness program, and they said yes. And so I'm supposed to be getting Heggerty sometime. We'll see when that happens. I had asked like in October if I could have it, maybe even September, and she told me yes. And then like a week when we came back from vacation, I said, hey, remember you said yes? And she was like, oh yeah. So maybe I'll get it, but I did ask for it. They did say yes. Maybe I'll get it. But we're going to do our phonemic awareness for soft G and soft C, which is phonemic awareness you can do in the dark because it's just listening. And then our phonics today is going to be our 4-minute phonics. That's going to go over soft C, and then we will go over soft G tomorrow. For groups, we're trying groups today. If we can do it, we'll stick with groups Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, since it's early out day, we won't do groups. And then Thursday, Friday, we'll do new groups. We're going to do, so for phonics, our phonics lesson is going to be both sounds, but we're going to work on focusing on soft C for our 4-minute phonics. 4-minute phonics is 4 minutes. And it goes over them reading words that have the sound of the week, and then also them writing the words. And so I like using that one of my days as my phonics instruction because they both read and write. So this comes from my pack I've always been using from Humble Beginnings. I bought probably I think the whole year's worth. The other one that I'll probably use some of it tomorrow, I really didn't buy all of it because it was kind of expensive. So I only bought bits and pieces when I got bored of this. So they have to read the word and match it with the picture. And on the other side, since we're going over verb tenses, they need to write the verb tense that goes with the sentence. So the dogs a lot last night. The dogs bark a lot last night, or the dogs barked a lot last night. So it's gonna be going over past tense verbs, which we've gone over the week before last. So that's going to be groups, and then my writing group is just writing. I think I'm going to go look for some writing prompts or writing papers from TPT for free, and use those for my writing because sometimes they kind of look at me like I have to think of my own idea. So we're going to do that. For writing, we are going to write one of our paragraphs. So here's just plain old paper, because we don't need to draw something all the time. And we are going to decide if we want to write on summer or fall, if we're going to write on cats or dogs, or if we're going to do rainy days and sunny days. And so we'll vote, and when they vote, I'll pass that one out, and we'll work on rewriting for our writing instruction. Since today all we're doing is listening to Strictly No Elephants, because it won't let me print. So we're going to do that. We are going to do groups. We are going to do Unit 3, Week 3, which is, we already listened to the mitten. On Friday, we compared and contrasted the mitten with the nice mitten, which is our story, The Nice Mitten. So we're going to do a cause and effect with the mitten. The nice mitten. And we have all that, plus my art activity I didn't get to on Friday. So they're just gonna color a heart. I'm gonna have to sharpen some colored pencils. And then we have PE. So today's Monday, so it's Meandering Monday, which means they're just walking. Tuesday is Tag Tuesday, so I try to find a different kind of tag. I taught them Sharks and Minnows last week, and so we'll probably play Sharks and Minnows. Good thing about first grade is they don't know a lot of games. Wednesday is Walking Wednesday, so we just walk if we get to it, but we just walk. Thursday is usually an activity, a game, kickball, basketball, dodgeball. They do hopscotch, or we play with the equipment. We have different equipment from Sparks, and so Thursdays I usually call Thirsty Thursdays because we do a lot of running and exercise. And then Friday is Free Play Friday, so they have to be moving. They can walk and talk. They can play with the equipment that's out there, or they can play on the jungle gym. And I just walk around and supervise while they have unstructured free time, unstructured play time outside. And so that's my PE that I do during the week. And then we don't have PE teachers. We have PE teachers for middle school, and then we're in charge of our own. We don't have specials like a lot of friends teachers have. So I'm in charge. I am the special. I am special. So that's my day so far. That's what I'm going to do. Today's Monday. I have nobody to pick up today, so I'm going to stay after, and I'm going to plan because it was my anniversary this weekend and I didn't want to do any work, which I don't have to. Set your boundaries, whatever's good for you. I'm going home. What's going to change tomorrow? Tomorrow we're going to do a lot more carpet work. Why? Because for some reason when they go to their seats, they lose the ability to focus and pay attention because they're too far away from me. So I'm going to have them come back and they're going to be on the carpet. I have two friends that are going to be very grumpy about that. They already think we're on the carpet too much and they want to be in their seats, but they want to be in their seats because they want to talk. So they're going to come to the carpet. My plan is to not win tomorrow. I do not want to win teacher versus student. I want them to win, so I need to help them control their talking. I mac it out. I have them come back. We mac it out again. Movement, that's not the problem. Activity and conversation, those two are the problem because they're too busy talking instead of working. And then I'm not done. It's like, well, 15 minutes has passed by. I'm working with my small group and you've done nothing because you spent your time talking. So I have those papers on Friday. They'll get them back. They won't be able to do free Friday where they'll get to pick a app and do it. So if they can't do their work, they don't get to spend that time on Friday. So I'm gonna go home. It's Monday. There's nothing today, I don't think. So I'm gonna go home, make dinner, figure out what dinner is, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, it's Tuesday, it's lunchtime. Didn't see you in the morning. I actually sat and went and talked to friends. What did we do this morning? We finished our writing. So they came in and I went over, did you write this? And they all give me thumbs up. Did you write your opinion sentence? Thumbs up. Did you write your reason number 1? Not so many thumbs up. Okay, that's where you're starting. Did you write your reason number 2? And so then they just went through and then we talked about, rating your reason number 2 and then your conclusion. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences copied on your final draft. So that's what we did when we came in. And then I said, when you finish, because some were finished, some were almost finished, you are going to read and take AR tests. I had 2 kids that finished and read and took AR tests. I gave out, I wonder where they went. Just the little tiny erasers from the dollar spot when they used to have a whole bunch. I stocked up, and so those are like the little tiny, you got a passing grade, 80, 90, 100%. I just give them a little tiny eraser. It's enough for them to be happy, and it just promotes taking tests and paying attention to what you're reading. AR is a bit weird because it's leveled to their level, but like I've said, like sometimes it's kindergarten, but why are those big words in the kindergarten book? So I try to walk around and I try to look at the books that they're reading when it's independent reading time, AR time, to help them out and say, okay, this isn't your level. How about we try this book? So I was doing that. Some kids were reading, they got to reading, but they didn't finish to take AR tests. They are supposed to read the book 2 times before they test. So that's what we did in the morning, and then we went into math. We did lesson 13. Lesson 13 goes over pretty much decomposing numbers and putting them back together. They say it's the make the 10 strategy. They used 8 and 2 a lot to make 10. So we used our whiteboards and our cubes. These came in handy when we're putting them back together to show them like these are the numbers that we have to put back together. But what am I talking about? Let's say it's 27. I'm going to use one that's not a 10 plus 2. We had to decompose our bigger number into 20 and 7. And then where do we add the 2? Are we going to add the 2 to the 7 or the 2 to the 20? We're going to add the 2 to the 7. So on our board, we wrote 2 plus 7 equals 9. And then we said, okay, this is where these came in handy. What do I do with this 9 and what do I do with this 20? Well, we're going to put them together. And so we got 20 plus 9 equals 29. Awesome. My first group, it was a struggle. Like they got it. Like they were going along as long as I was helping them with every step. We haven't gotten into like independent, like here, try one yet. For after my second group, they were, 27 plus 11 is 29. I'm done. And 2 of them, like they spaced out. When it was time to do this, they weren't writing it down. They were busy playing with the cubes. And the other ones were following along. So in my second group, a lot of them were like, okay, and I have to tell them I'm doing math different. Like, yes, again, the answer's great, but I'm teaching you this part. This is the part I need you to pay attention to. And I had 2 friends that consistently, but I already got my answer. Yes, but do this for me. And they had no clue what I was talking about. So for my second group, they understood, they were doing it. They were, saying the answers more. They were writing it down. Some of them were writing it before I even did it. So my second group got it. My first group, not so much. So I'm going to do it again tomorrow. And hopefully that'll help my second group. And hopefully, I haven't looked at lesson 14, so hopefully lesson 14 goes over it again. So that way it's review, because my math, it's usually like once I taught you it, you're done and it moves on and it doesn't have any reinforcement. So hopefully lesson 14 reinforces what we learned today. We're finished up 4-minute phonics. When we come back in, we're going to read a piece of Charlie the Chocolate Factory. We're going to do our calming, and then we're going to get into groups. Yesterday we did groups. It didn't go so well. Too much talking, not enough working. So today is I was going to do groups for 2 days and see how we did today. If we get better, then I'll do groups Thursday, Friday. If not, I'll take groups away and we'll do everything whole group. But like I said, it's been good so far. They've been working. They have 3 points for our activities we did in the morning. They've been listening. I do have a couple of kids that are like, can I stay on my seat? And it's like, nope, we're on the carpet. We're on the carpet. So we'll see how they do during groups. Yesterday I pulled my groups and we did, soft C, soft G. I'll pull my group again. I pulled my ELs groups, which are my lower friends. That's just where they fall also. ELs are also my lower friends. And then I pulled my middles. I think I'm going to pull my little higher group of kids and we're just going to have them read to me. And then I'll pull my ELs again and we'll do soft G, soft C work. And then we'll see who I pull, because I don't think my high group or my higher middles will take that long. So I'll probably pull my middles as well and do an activity with them going over soft G and soft C. I keep looking at my small table at what I have there. So that's what I'm going to do. When we come back, we're going to go over cause and effect for the mitten. We're going to read that. Yesterday, they have 3 stories in their book that we've already read. So yesterday, they reread them to themselves. Today, they will reread them to a partner. So I put 8 minutes and they read the stories we've already read, repeated reading. And then we'll go back to our seats. We'll read the mitten. And as we read, we'll do cause and effect. I'll probably use their practice book page that they have. There's usually one practice book page that goes with the comprehension skill. So we use the practice book page for that. That way we get some use out of it. And then we'll go into writing. For writing, I'm going to read the prompt from a writing assessment. And then I'm going to have them write down their 2 reasons. Tomorrow's Wednesday early out. What do I have planned for tomorrow? My friends that did not finish their hearts, this is what we started, their hearts, they'll have time to finish that. If they finished their word work for centers, and so I separated the finished and not finished, and then I have extra, so I'm going to pass out that tomorrow in the morning. They're staying in their same seats because I think that's part of the problem. And then I'll hand those out. Friends that have finished will just read books. Nothing wrong with that. And then I will give them about 10 minutes to finish their word work. And then they will come to the carpet and we'll start our day. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's library. I'm gonna let families know that tomorrow's library. Hopefully get more library books back in. And that's it. I'm gonna go home. It's gonna be Wednesday tomorrow, and so far it's been good. Hello. It's Wednesday. It's lunchtime. I didn't pick up a camera in the morning, but that's okay. Today what did we do? Today's Wednesday, early out day. We did our math. I skipped a lesson. I'll do it later. It was, I think, making 10. But right now what we're doing is, it says use single digit sums to support solutions for sums to 40. So we're breaking apart numbers to add them together. So decomposing numbers. So that's what we're doing. So we break apart the number into tens and the ones, we add the ones together, and then we add 10 more. And so it's working with adding 10 more, 20 more, but we're just adding by tens. And so neither group got it, because again, they were stuck on, I got the answer is 32, and they didn't want to do any of the decomposing and reconstruction of the numbers. So we'll do it again tomorrow, which is fine. After we do this, I'll bring in making 10, because they just need to get used to breaking apart numbers before they have to break apart the numbers and make a 10, because that's a totally different skill. So today what we did was I gave them a number 9, and they had to show me with their fingers how many more to make 10. Just quick and simple. My second group was like, I would say 6, and they would show me 4 right away. They got those, and that's about half my kids. My other group, my other half, it was 4, and then they were there. And a lot of them would show me 4, and it's like, no, we're trying to make 10. So how many more do you need to make 10? So that's what we did. So that was math. We had library. They had time to finish their group work or center work this morning, and if they all had it turned in already completed, they did ST Math. So we got some ST Math time in with my friends that finished. Everyone else had 10 minutes to finish. Still have friends that didn't finish, so they're gonna have to finish it at recess tomorrow or during catch up on Friday, actually. So they'll do it then. We came in library. We went to library. I think like 9 kids brought their library books. I got a printout of the friends that still have their books from the first week we came back from vacation. So I'm going to message families with their titles so they can look for them. And then we were doing Strictly No Elephants. We did our phonemic awareness, and then we are doing our read out loud. Our read out loud this week is Strictly No Elephants. I use Kylie Barragan's interactive read out louds. So that's what I'm doing today. We're just focusing on the retell. Yesterday we listened to it. Yesterday we listened to it. Today I read it with the discussion questions during. I would read and stop. And so tomorrow I won't read the whole entire book again. I'll just read the pages where the questions go with. I need to cut these apart. They were black and white, so I didn't laminate. I'll just color them. I'll just print them again next year. So I'm going to cut these out so I can make a chart. So that's what I need to do right now for my lunch. We're at lunch. So when we come back in, we are going to finish our lesson for Strictly No Elephants. So we're going to do our retell. Phonics this week is hard and soft G and C. So G can make a G and a J sound, and C can make a S and a K sound. So we're going to go over that. I always find a video, quick little videos that go over our phonics lesson. And then after we go over the video and we read some words, we're going to read this. This is from Christy Menser, and this is Unit 3. There's a sale on TPT, so I think I need to find Unit 4 and 5. I need to buy those. I didn't buy them last year. And it has a story that uses a lot of the sounds that we're doing. So that's going to be for phonics. We're going to get some Lexia time in. We're going to do our writing. We're going to do our reading with our vocabulary, and we're going to finish up Strictly No Elephants. So that's 5 things that I have to do before we go home. Early out day. It's after school. I had to teach the old school way today. There was no internet, so everything we tried didn't work until I came to the realization the internet was down for the whole entire school, the whole entire district. So we did good old paper and pencil, and I couldn't do any brain breaks. So we went out for recess, which was our PE, which was walking, because it's Wednesday. So walking Wednesday. We came in, we did our reading. We couldn't do our Lexia because there was no internet. And then we finished the day with some cause and effect, since I had that paper with me and I couldn't do my other stuff. So we did cause and effect, which goes with our unit. So that's what we did today. The internet's still down. It's the end of the day. I'm gonna go home. There's no point of staying if I can't print anything. I can't do anything because it's all on the internet. That's what happens when we become so used to technology. I couldn't do any of my slides because it's the internet, and I couldn't do anything. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go pick up a high schooler, and I'll see you guys next time.